It's the penultimate week of the regular season in Texas high school football. Playoff berths hang in the balance. And tonight, two teams accustomed to deep runs into the postseason square off. The 10th-ranked Allen Eagles on the road to face the Prosper Eagles in a pivotal matchup in District 5-6A on Friday Night Football. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Prosper Children's Health Stadium. The site tonight, Mike Leslie and Julius Lewis here with you as always. This is a good matchup and an important matchup in the district standings in 5-6A, Julius Lewis. Two teams that are likely playoff teams. Allen has a chance to lock up a district championship. Two good football teams.
Yeah, two good football teams, both playing for seeding tonight, and both really that are still in it for a district championship as well.
Allen will win the district outright with a win tonight. Prosper in prime position to wind up in the postseason again and look to replicate their deep runs in the past 2 years. They've gone 3 rounds deep each of the last 2 postseasons. This is a rematch of an epic game from last year as well. Prosper at Allen took the lead with 56 seconds left to play in that football game, but Allen connected on a touchdown pass with 6 seconds left on a fade ball to Bryson Green to win that football game and extend what at the time was a very long home winning streak before Atascocita snapped it earlier this year. This is an opportunity now for Prosper. They didn't like the way that game ended. The very final play, Prosper had the pitchy woo-woo set up, and they had blockers set up, and it was incorrectly called. They threw the pass very clearly a backward lateral. Ball should have still been live, hit the ground, and for some reason, and the official knew immediately that he called it incorrectly, called it an incomplete pass and blew the whistle dead, and the game was over. Prosper had players lined up blocking. There was something there. Unfortunately, the game ended in that moment. Prosper now with them on their home field wants another chance at that for sure.
Yeah, there's a bitter taste left in their mouth last year about it, and they remember what happened last year, and so do we. So I'm expecting a really good game from them tonight.
It's senior night as well. Chad Morris, the head coach from Allen, told us earlier this week, he said, listen, we understand we're going to get their absolute best shot on their senior night at their home field. It could be interesting this evening. Let's get to our players to watch for tonight's football game. First for the Allen Eagles, and they've got an absolute stud on the defensive line in DJ Hicks.
Yeah, he's the glue guy for them. Everybody gravitates towards him, and I'm looking for that D-line to create havoc tonight.
He is the preeminent creator of havoc on that D-line. Third-rated player in the entire junior class nationwide. 35 scholarship offers, a top 5 of LSU, Texas A&M, Notre Dame, Texas, and Clemson. He's a 5-star prospect. Prosper's head coach, Brandon Schmidt, said, you really should give him a 6th star because he's that talented. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, their stud wide receiver and cornerback, Tyler Bailey, this kid's really special.
Yeah, he's flying around the field all night. He's going to be really exceptional in the passing game for them, and I look for him to have a big game tonight.
They've got a tremendous wide receiving core in general, not just Tyler Bailey, but also Houston Hawkins. They're very, very gifted in the passing game. Harrison Rosar, their quarterback, has a bevy of options, and they'll be able to move the football through the air tonight for sure. November is right around the corner. Playoffs are right around the corner, and these two teams are ready for the elevated intensity of the postseason. An appetizer for the second season, next on Friday Night Football. How in the world? On 4th and less than a yard. The 5, touchdown. What a catch. Nice cut upfield to Pater. What's better than Texas high school football, man? Next up, 2 of the best 5A teams in the state square off as Denton Ryan visits Frisco Lone Star. Next Friday at 7 on the WFAA YouTube channel. As we welcome you live inside Children's Health Stadium in Prosper, WFA proudly presents Friday Night Football, the number 10 Allen Eagles and the Prosper Eagles, and it is Prosper football to start as Allen kicks it away. Deep into the end zone, there is a strong left-to-right wind tonight here at Children's Health Stadium. An easy touchback there for Allen kicker Caden Williams. I talked to him before kickoff, Julius. He said it's a 15-yard wind tonight. He said he feels like he's good from 55, 57 going with the wind, but only maybe 42 or so going into the wind. It's that strong. He sends it out the back of the end zone, and Prosper starts on their own 25-yard line.
Yeah, I saw him out there warming up right before the game. He's got a leg on him.
Yes, he absolutely does. Allen's got themselves a heck of a kicker. Touchback to start, and here comes Harrison Rosar and company on the very first play of the football game. Run pass option, swinging it near side. Tyler Bailey right off the rip, and Tyler Bailey's got the sideline. Tyler Bailey in a foot race inside the 30, and a big play from the Prosper senior on senior night on the first play from scrimmage.
That was a really creative play right there. If you see this as a defender, you think the quarterback's going to keep that. It's hard to account for the extra receiver out on the side.
That's almost an impossible play to defend if it's run well, and Prosper ran it well right there. And Bailey, the senior, already with 8 touchdowns on the year, a dynamic playmaker, and we see it on the first play from scrimmage already. Prosper down inside the 30-yard line. They're going to come near side once again. This time it's Hunter Summers on the receiving end. He's got a chunk of yardage inside the 20. Actually going to mark him out of bounds at the 22. Stepped out a couple steps prior. But a very quick start here, Julius, for the Prosper offense.
Yeah, this is what I like to see, though, out of offenses. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hand quick, do some misdirection, get the ball in the hands of their playmakers.
We were talking about it just before we came on air, the strategy between deciding to defer to the second half or taking the ball. Prosper won the toss and decided to receive the opening kickoff. That shows a lot of confidence in your offense.
Yeah, a lot of confidence, like you're saying. They must know the OC had a really good game plan to come out with right now.
Looking end zone for Hunter Summers, diving catch, touchdown Prosper. What an opening drive for the Eagles.
OC Tyler Moore, his first 10-play script, he only used 4 of them.
Hunter Summers knows how to go get the football. Go just do yourself a favor right now between this touchdown and the next kickoff. Go to Hunter Summers, search Hunter Summers on Twitter, and go look at the catch he made earlier this year as the extra point is up and through, and 21 seconds into the football game, it is 7-0 Prosper. This kid made a catch earlier this year where he was ranging back, fully extended, one-handed catch that was just out of this world. This one was impressive. It wasn't as good as that one, but an impressive catch here from Hunter Summers and a very impressive start from the Prosper Eagles. They came ready to play tonight.
Oh, yeah. This is how you want to come out the gates if you're the underdog.
I know you went looking for it. Were you able to find it?
I did not. I put it right back.
There you go. I'm showing Julius Lewis here in the booth. Actually, here. Can we pull up that shot? Since I can't do it any other way, let's just show the camera. Wow, the light's gonna make it real hard to show you. Will this work? This is a little bit. You can kind of see it. It was. Trust me, it was special. It was really special. Just go check out his Twitter if you want to see it in better detail than me holding it up to the camera like that. But it's a special, special catch, and Hunter Summers starts this game in style for the Prosper Eagles, and it's 7-0.
Allen came out on their heels a little bit. Credited with the double. They came out with 2 kickers, too. Prosper's pulling everything out right now.
It is sent deep and covered fairly well, is taken down at the 28-yard line is Jordan Tyson from the Allen Eagles. So down 7-0. Here comes Mike Hawkins and company.
At the 28, 1st and 10, Allen.
Hawkins, just a sophomore, a week ago against McKinney, 167 passing yards and 3 touchdowns. Very dynamic athlete. He can make some plays with his feet, but he is getting better at making plays through the air as well as he's starting to understand this offense more. He's just a sophomore, but Chad Morris said he's the next in a long line of very successful quarterbacks out of the Allen Eagles program. But this is Jalen Jenkins, who's got a ton of speed, and he's inside Prosper territory in one snap of the football. I think we may see some points tonight.
Yeah, I think we are too. I think we're going to see a lot of misdirection too right there. Flo went one way, he snuck out the backside for a huge gain.
The 3 you just saw there on the left side of your screen, the Allen skill players, Mike Hawkins, Jalen Jenkins, and Jordan Tyson, 2, 3, and 4. That's a big portion of the offense for the Allen Eagles. Hawkins keeps it here himself inside the 35, finally taken down after a gain of 8.
Another first for me tonight, besides seeing Allen play for the first time, they have digital yard markers. My first time seeing that, ever.
There's a little bit of money up here in Prosper. They built this beautiful, brand new Children's Health Stadium a few years back, opened in 2018. It is dazzling. Jenkins this time handled nicely by the Prosper defense. Coming through to make the tackle for the Eagles is Carson McClendon, and it's 3rd down and 3.
Good stop right there from Prosper.
He's tackled by number 11, Carson McClendon. A loss of yardage left lane. 3rd down.
Davis Perkins in on the play as well, and a 3rd down here for the Allen Eagles. So Hunter Summers with the 22-yard touchdown reception to open things up on the 3rd play from scrimmage for Prosper. After a long gainer up the sideline from Tyler Bailey got him into Allen territory. And Prosper leads 7-0, but the Allen Eagles looking to answer. 3rd and 3. Jenkins taken down, will not have enough for the 1st down. Prosper's defense up to the task again. Graydon Splawn just into the starting lineup this week and showing why he earned that spot right there. It's 4th down.
If you're Allen, you just need to go for it right now. You have no other chance but to go for it. You're on their side of the field. I know you trust your kicker, but this isn't the time to use it.
It would be a 50-yarder, but 3 points is not the same as 7, especially on a night like this where points are going to be at a premium. Movement. We'll see what the headlinesman said. A false start. Now 4th and 8, and Allen is going to bring on the special teams unit. And it looks like they're going to punt the football away. Carter Kolaluka coming out to send it away, so Prosper ends up getting a stop here. A dream start, Julius, for the Prosper Eagles.
Yeah, they couldn't have drew it up any better right now. Come out in the opening drive, score some points, defense get a stop, force Allen to punt. Get a chance to do it again.
Fair catch called for and made at the 6-yard line by Prosper's Carson McClendon. And back comes Harrison Rosar and this Prosper Eagles offense. Already with a 7-0 lead and looking for more. Senior night here at Children's Health Stadium. It is a packed house on this near side.
Allen fans are still piling in right now. Look at all that traffic outside.
There are still a lot of people piling in. Wow. Ball on the deck. Very fortunate is Prosper that Malik Daly was able to get back on top of that football. Some confusion between Rosar and Daly as to who was going to have that football. Take another look at this. Daly very fortunate that it bounced right back into his arms.
Usually fumbles down there, back against your own goal line, they don't go your way.
Rosar near side, Summers, 1st down, out across the 20-yard line.
Playing that far off, they're going to take the out route every time.
I mentioned it off the top of the broadcast that Prosper had gone 3 rounds deep in the playoffs each of the last 2 years. It's in fact 4 rounds deep each of the last 2 years. They've gotten to the regional final. Last year lost a heartbreaker to Denton Guyer. 2nd time during that season they lost a heartbreaker to Denton Guyer. And this is a Prosper program that has a lot of offense. led by that young man right there, Harrison Rosar, who picks up about 5 on the first play of the set.
The middle for 5 yards.
I like what Prosper's doing right now. They're mixing it up, run pass, taking what the defense gives them, throwing a little misdirection in there, just trying to keep Allen's defense honest because they know they have a really strong pass rush.
We talked about DJ Hicks off the top of the broadcast, number 30 in the middle. Right now they've got him lined up at defensive end on the far left-hand side. Throw near side. Bailey on the receiving end. He'll have the first down, steps out of bounds at the 32, and Prosper will move the sticks once again.
I feel like Prosper might take a shot here pretty soon.
That play results in a Prosper Eagle.
Believe it or not, this Prosper football team started the year 0-2 in district play. Lost a heartbreaker to Little Elm on this field, 59-56 in overtime. And then lost to obviously a very gifted Denton Geyer team a few weeks ago. But they have bounced back ever since, won their last 2 district games comfortably over McKinney and Denton Braswell. And now a very good start here on their home field against Allen. Strike over the middle, complete. Tyler Bailey at the 45, cross midfield. And Prosper's got the offense rolling here in the early going.
Yeah, they're getting everything they want right now. Just a little RPO action. Bring the linebackers out the window. Just give it to your best guy.
I talked with Tyler Bailey briefly before the game, and especially about that final play last year. Allen had scored the touchdown with 6 seconds left. Prosper had one final play, and they were lateraling it all over the football field, trying to create a Stanford band type finish. And what was very clearly a backward lateral as Rosar's got pressure in his face and he's taken down, screaming off the edge for the Allen defense is Blake Harvey, and down he goes, a big loss.
That's the stop Allen needed right there. Looked like Prosper was actually trying to take a shot. I think it was to Houston Hawkins. Good job right there by the Allen D-line.
Rosar in that spot needed to hit Dylan Hinshaw just in the flat and just
dump it off, yeah.
Would have saved them at least the 10 yards he lost, if not more than that. Instead, it's 3rd down and 18 now. He had Hinshaw wide open in the flat after he had gotten past the 2 rushing Eagles. Instead, 3rd and 18, Rosar over the middle, tipped and incomplete. It was behind his intended target, Houston Hawkins, and it's 4th down.
Looks like Rosar's got a little bit of happy feet now.
3rd down.
That one in a tight window.
I beg your pardon, I was a down ahead. That was 2nd and 18. This will be 3rd and 18.
He had his guy. A little bit off target.
Yeah, this receiving core, Houston Hawkins, Tyler Bailey, and Hunter Summers, is special. Just to finish the story about Bailey, we talked about that final play where it was incorrectly called an incomplete pass on what was very clearly a 7 yards backward lateral. And he said, yeah, that shouldn't have happened. That ball nearly intercepted by DJ Hicks as they tried to set up the screen for Malik Daly to no avail. And Prosper will have to punt it away here on 4th down and 18. He said, yeah, that's not how that should have happened. He said, but that's not how tonight will finish. He was very confident pregame that they were going to come out here and play well. And while this drive has stalled here and they'll have to punt it away, it has been a very good start for the Prosper Eagles.
Yeah, as long as they play their game, stick to their game plan, and do what they've been doing these first 2 drives besides the sack, I feel like they'll have a lot of success tonight.
So 4th and 18, Prosper will punt it away. Josh Kennedy, their punter. Jordan Tyson deep to return for the Eagles. Up the far sideline, field at the 21, spinning away is Tyson. Stiff arms to get free of another tackler, cuts upfield, and a lot of running room here for Jordan Tyson as he hurdles his way into the waiting arms of Justin Endicott, but a big return out across the 40-yard line. There is a flag down, though, after the play.
Making a nice upending tackle. Flag on the play.
This flag right here is big for field position.
John Penn, our official tonight. That's the feedback from his microphone you're hearing there.
Block in the back. 86. Return team. 10 yards from the spot. 4th down. Allen.
A little scratchy microphone, but you get the picture. And it will bring Allen back to the 31-yard line, where the possession will begin. We saw Jalen Jenkins with a big carry to open up the previous possession. One of the leading rushers in North Texas, over 1,100 yards on the year on just 97 carries. When he gets the football in his hands, it's a first down every time. Play action here. Hawkins evades one, flips it near side, complete in the hands of Brennan Harvey. Pushed out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A gain of 8 on the first play of the series.
It was a good job right there by Hawkins. Went through both of his reads at the top. Nothing was there. He just tried to dump it off.
As you get a look at it here, he had pressure in his face, but able to evade Evan Bish. Second down and a deuce. Midway point of this first quarter, and Hawkins is going to keep it himself. Across the 45 and slung down there. First down, Allen.
I think he had some room to take that outside a little bit. He had a blocker sealing it off.
Just over 700 of you with us right now on the WFA YouTube channel. Please let us know in the comment feed where you're watching from, who you're tuning in to see tonight. I saw one person say they're watching from the far side of the stadium on the visitors' crowd side. Wherever you may be watching from, let us know in the comments. And again, let us know who your favorite player is. If you're watching your son or your nephew or your cousin, whatever the case may be, let us know who you're tuning in to see tonight. Hawkins with pressure, tries to get away, maybe got just beyond the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I don't know if you saw that, Mike, but it looked like they were setting up for a little throwback to the top of the screen right there. Jalen Jenkins backed up right there.
2nd down, 9.
Well defended by Prosper as they had a man stay home. It looked like it was Nick Prey who stayed in the vicinity of Jenkins and cut off that option, so Hawkins just had to make something of it. Gains a yard, and it's 2nd and 9.
Allen does these little quick motions to try to get Prosper to jump off sides.
And it was Steven Gorski going in motion into a trip set on the left side. Now Hawkins takes the snap, keeping it himself, has some running room inside Prosper territory. Ball came out at the end of the play, and Prosper's on top of it. Now the headlinesman's coming up near side saying he was down.
That's pretty close.
That was very close. Another look at it here as Hawkins got into Prosper territory.
I think he was still up.
Oh, he was absolutely still up.
There's a ref right there standing, too.
That should be Prosper football. Allen catches a break.
Officials give possession back to Allen. It's 3rd down and 1.
And it will be, they're still setting the sticks on the far side. I think even the chain gang on the far side thought that possession had changed.
3rd down and 1.
Finally, they've got it set. It's 3rd and 1. An unbelievable break there for the Allen Eagles. And Jenkins nowhere to go. Snowed under by the Prosper defense, and it's Graydon Splawn again.
Graydon Splawn.
Yeah, this Prosper defense right now is playing with a lot of energy.
Stop for a loss of yards.
Making 2 big stops on 3rd down.
I'm almost inclined to say ball don't lie.
Yeah, it really doesn't.
Big difference between getting the football at what may be inside your own 10, depending on the punt here from Carter Koaluka, who's already pinned Prosper back once, and having the ball at about the 40 on your own side of the field. So that's not quite equitable. But if nothing else, Prosper does end up with the football, and it'll be at the 13 off the fair catch once again from Carson McClendon.
Besides the sack, Prosper's offense has had everything they wanted tonight.
Yes, they have. The sack did disrupt that previous series, though. For all intents and purposes, ended that previous series for the Prosper Eagles. Beatrice Bacon in the comments says watching Prosper from Fort Worth. Chris Harris says an Allen alumni. Chris and Stephanie Harris watching from Whitney, Texas. Searcy81 says that they're tuning in to see their nephew, Devin Turner, number 6 for the Allen Eagles. Sandra Turner, a Channel 8 employee and a big Allen fan, says, come on, Allen, time to score. Sandra Turner, who's one of our producers at Channel 8, is the biggest Allen fan that I personally know. She is a massive Allen fan, so much so that I believe now her favorite NFL football team is the Arizona Cardinals, thanks to Kyler Murray.
Tough loss last night. I hope he's okay, too. I heard he got hurt.
I know.
In that game.
Doss82 says that their sister is on the drill team. We will have their show at halftime. Throw near side, Hunter Summers once again. Slung down after a pickup of about 7. It'll be 3rd down and 3.
That was a good play right there by Tough Thornton. He was able to defeat the block and make the tackle. That's good corner play right there.
Malachi Thornton, in the lexicon of the Allen defense, he's their tough. That's the position he plays. He said, Chad Morris told me, he said that's their safety there that can adjust to whatever they need in the moment. As Allen shows blitz there, then backs off of it. Rosar needs 3 here. Pump fakes. Now he's going to try and do it himself. He's got the 1st down and then some. Harrison Rosar slides down at the 30-yard line. No flag there.
Surprised they didn't throw that.
He'll be down at the 30-yard line. The players up.
Usually they give the quarterback the benefit of the doubt.
Jordan 13 says, watching from Mansfield, says hello everyone. Jackson King says he's an Allen student watching from home. Stacy Winsett says, watching my baby boy Winsett, number 98 from San Antonio, Texas, says go Eagles. 1st and 10, throw near side. It's Hunter Summers once again. At some point, Julius Allen's going to have to make an adjustment there and not give Hunter Summers that much cushion because they've got a 12-yard out completion anytime they want it right now.
Yeah, if you're going to be that far off right now, you just need to play flat-footed, not back up, and react to anything in front of you.
1st down.
Final minute of this opening quarter here on Friday Night Football. Mike Leslie and Julius Lewis here with you on the WFAA YouTube channel. You can also find us on the WFAA app via Roku and Amazon Fire TV. As we get into the postseason, 2 weeks from now, we'll have a playoff broadcast here on Friday Night Football. Those broadcasts we won't be able to bring you on YouTube, but we will bring them to you on the WFAA app. On Amazon Fire TV and on Roku, you will also be able to put those on digital sub-channel 8.2. As Malik Daly gains a few there on the first play of this set, it'll be 2nd and 6 when the second quarter gets underway. A good opening period for the homestanding Prosper Eagles. 7-0 Prosper with the lead after 1. We'll be back on Friday Night Football. How in the world, on 4th and less than a yard, the 5, touchdown. What a catch. Nice cut upfield to Pater. What's better than Texas high school football, man?
Next up, 2 of the best 5A teams in the state square off as Denton Ryan visits Frisco Lone Star. Next Friday at 7 on the WFAA YouTube channel.
Back on Friday Night Football, 2nd down and 6 forthcoming from the Prosper Eagles. Take a look at the district standings in 5-6A. Allen atop the district. A win tonight would clinch an outright district championship. Allen would need to lose their final 2 games of the regular season to not win, or to at least not be the number 1 seed in 6A Division I. Prosper looking like probably the number 2 seed below the Denton Guyer Wildcats. 2nd down and 6, throw on the far side. Tyler Bailey lunging forward. Ball came out there, but again, they're going to mark him down. He was short of the line to gain by about a yard. It'll be 3rd and 1.
First big 3rd down for Allen's defense tonight. I know it's a short one, but they have a chance to get off the field right here.
Third down and 1. What does Prosper decide to do? Rosar claps for the snap, then looks near side to their offensive coordinator, Tyler Moore, for a change in the play. Motion man is Bailey. Handoff, Daly. It's very close. Based on that spot, he's right on the line to gain, and very quickly the far side line judge is signaling 1st down. Head linesman says the same, and they move the sticks just barely.
Some good blocking, just enough to get him the 1st down.
down. Number 30, DJ Hicks makes the stop for Allen.
DJ Hicks, you just heard there over the PA, in on the tackle, the 5-star prospect. 35 different scholarship offers for that young man. Tyler Bailey on the jet sweep, has the corner inside the 35 and steps out of bounds.
A lot of physical blocking going on right now on the outsides by these receivers.
He'll be pushed out of bounds.
Even number 3, Malik Daly, gets in on it too.
Malik Daly, only 5'8", 170, but out there throwing a block.
Yeah, he just put somebody on their back.
Number 21, Nicholas Bargains, with coverage by Allen.
You were a little slight out there on the football field, but you probably put some guys on their back once or twice.
Oh, a couple times.
Oh, right through the hands of Houston Hawkins, who was open. Hawkins last week had a 90-yard touchdown reception. They said he's got underrated speed. He's part of that triumvirate for Harrison Rosar on the edge. Hawkins, Bailey, and Summers, all three of them are sensational. A ball that Hawkins certainly would want back right there. That's a catch he should make.
Yeah, he's got a little bit lazy with his hands right there. Usually the routine catches are the hardest ones to make.
Last year against Allen had a nice night, 8 receptions for 78 yards. Up the middle here for Daly, into the pile and nowhere to go, maybe a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
I feel like if Allen comes back on that look on defense, Prosper might take a shot. They had Hunter Summers one-on-one at the top.
Allen's corners are a little bit on the small side. Sign Shuva, 5'9", 170. Nicholas Bargains, 5'9", 160. It's a tough assignment for them tonight against 6'1" Houston Hawkins, 6'1" Tyler Bailey, and 6'2" Hunter Summers. All three of them with size and speed advantages. It's a tough matchup tonight for these Allen corners.
Just have to play physical. That's the only way to match there. What they can do.
3rd and 10. Allen sends pressure over the middle. Complete 1st down. Tyler Bailey on the receiving end. Bargains in coverage. But Prosper moves the sticks.
Yeah, just a little bit of miscommunication on the defensive side.
Did that ball come out? That ball came out. My apologies. It looked like he had hung on to that. Let's take another look at this. Oh, it did come out. My apologies. I got blinded by something. Credit to Nicholas Bargains. Got his hand in the cookie jar and knocked it out.
For Prosper.
He had number 1 Hunter Summers coming open too, right as soon as he threw the ball.
So Allen gets the stop and Prosper has to punt it away. Jordan Tyson deep to receive. Good bounce inside the 10-yard line. We'll see where the line judge marks that one. Right at the 10 is where they'll mark it out of bounds. And Allen will take over there. So a key stop there for the Allen defense as Prosper seemed to be driving for points once again. Instead, now here 2 minutes into this 2nd quarter, Allen takes over, still down just 7-0.
Yeah, 2 drop balls just stalled that drive for him. Allen catching a couple more breaks. Now let's see if their offense can get something going finally.
So out comes Mike Hawkins, Jalen Jenkins in this Allen offense. 2 wides to the right, and H-back to the right. And actually that is Devin Turner, the 2nd back for Allen with the carry to start off this series. Devin Turner last week, 25 carries, 211 yards in that 35-14 win against McKinney.
Graydon Splon makes the stop for Prosper.
Tell you what, Graydon Splon, he's got a twin brother on the team as well, Gavin Splon, who plays offense. Their older brother, Dalton Splon, played for Prosper a couple years ago, but Graydon Splon has had himself a night tonight already. Jenkins strung out and taken down, and there for the tackle that time is Carson McClendon. Splon there as well. Graydon Splon with a heck of a start to this football game.
This Prosper defense is flying around to the ball right now. Usually when you see those stretch plays, you might get a cut back. They have every gap covered right now.
It's 3rd down.
Third down and 9 for Allen, whose offense really needs to get something going here. Hawkins, the sophomore, with 3 wides to the near side. Looking to their offensive coordinator, Tristan Weber, as they try and line up the play, and now Allen's going to call timeout here.
Yeah, he just couldn't get what they wanted in.
8:42 to play here in this 2nd quarter, and it's a 7-0 Prosper lead on the Allen Eagles as we welcome you inside the broadcast booth here at Children's Health Stadium in Prosper. Interesting start to this football game. Allen's offense really struggling here in the early going to really get anything going with any consistency. They've had a couple nice plays, but they haven't been able to string it together.
Yeah, credit to Prosper's defense, though. They've been really good, getting after it tonight. Flying to the ball, making good tackles.
And meanwhile, Prosper offensively moving the ball with a lot of success. The opening drive was very impressive. 21 seconds they went down the football field. Tyler Bailey and then Hunter Summers on the touchdown reception. They've moved the ball effectively on other drives, just haven't been able to capitalize and finish them all.
It's just a couple mistakes here and there, a couple drop balls. The sack really hurt them in that second drive. But other than that, I like what Prosper's offense is doing tonight.
This is a rematch of a game last year that was tremendous. Back and forth all night long. A 35-31 win for the Allen Eagles at Allen Stadium, or beg your pardon, at Eagle Stadium in Allen. And that game was special. Prosper scored with about 56 seconds left in that football game to take the lead, as now 3rd down and 10 out of the timeout. 3rd and 9, I beg your pardon, as they are out of the timeout. Allen scored in that game last year with Prosper scored with 56 seconds left to take the lead. Allen drove the field 75 yards in 50 seconds for the game-winning touchdown. 3rd and 9, picked, intercepted on the far side. It's Hunter Summers. Beg your pardon, it's Caleb Miles with the pick. And Prosper, what a start to the night for the Eagles on senior night.
I really like how he played that, Mike. A little switch route. Number 2 came up to the sideline. Caleb Miles acted like he was going to stay on a receiver and came off late and made the pick.
Mike Hawkins, the sophomore, looking for Jordan Tyson, and Caleb Miles steps in front of it and makes the interception, and it's 1st and 10, Prosper at the Allen 23.
That's how you bait the quarterback right there. He knew he had help inside, so he didn't have to play too heavy, and was able to fade off late.
How about this story for Caleb Miles? Started his career within this Prosper program on the freshman C team. They said he was teeny tiny back in the day. They said he was always a great athlete. They had hope for him, but he was always really, really small. Played on the JV B team as a sophomore. Now they're going to go to the air here. Look at end zone. Incomplete, in and out of the hands of Houston Hawkins, as it was Tyler Bailey throwing the football. Prosper went for the jugular there, and it went begging. So Caleb Miles, who just made that interception, freshman C team, JV B team, but then finally hit a growth spurt and has been a varsity starter junior and senior year, and just made a big interception there against the Allen Eagles on senior night to set up his offense with a key opportunity here.
It's a player who can take coaching and just buys all the way in. Usually when you get guys who come out on C team, they're like, okay, I don't want to play next year. Got a PI right there.
Flag down here as they looked in the direction of Hunter Summers.
Flag on the play. Signed Shiva with the extra coverage.
Still sorting this out. They're signaling to the Allen coaching staff, but it will be a hold against Allen here. I think the Allen coaches were wondering, hey, what's the call here?
Yeah, it's interesting they called holding.
That is a lovely sound.
Defense, number 5. 10 yards, automatic, first down.
I saw a comment earlier from somebody on the YouTube feed. How come the referee sounds like every drive-through attendant? It's a little bit of a scratchy feed, but you get the picture there from our referee tonight, John Penn. And that does set up a free first down here for the Prosper Eagles. Looking to take a 2-score lead here on the 10th-ranked team in the state. Rosar with 2 wides to the left. Handoff, Daly. Got a lot of running room. Daly looking to get into the end zone. Leaps his way in. Touchdown, Prosper.
That's how you take advantage of a turnover. Short field. Perfectly executed run play right there.
Malik Daly leaping across the goal line, and it is 13-0 Prosper. Extra point is up and through. What a start to this football game for the Prosper Eagles. This is incredibly impressive. 12 yards on the touchdown run. So now if you're the Allen Eagles, one of the best programs across the state year in and year out, and while they may not be the Prosper of 4 years ago when they won a state title in 17, they're certainly not the Allen Eagles of the Kyler Murray days, but they're still a pretty darn good football team. There's a reason why they're ranked 10th in the state. I mean, they beat a very good Denton Geyer team earlier this year in what was effectively the district championship here in 5-6A. But now this is a tough spot for Chad Morris's club, trying to find an answer here, down 14-0 on the road.
They should take a page out of Prosper's book, really, right now. Get the ball out quick, do some misdirection, and try to open up the run game, because that's what they said they want to do. They want to run the ball, and they haven't been able to do that tonight.
That is the bread and butter for this Allen Eagles football team. Jalen Jenkins is sensational. Number 2, tiny little thing, 5'7", 170 pounds, but he is, I mean, the afterburners on that kid are something else. If you give him the opportunity to get in open space, he will make you pay for it. We saw that a little bit on the very first play from scrimmage for the Allen offense. And he has the football here from his own 4-yard line on the kickoff return, across the 25 and undercut there. And that's where we'll see the Allen offense once again.
Yeah, I don't like how Prosper does that. They bring 2 kickers out there and it just takes a guy out of coverage. I know kickers are athletes too, but they're not the athletes you want running down the field to make tackles.
Probably not your best tacklers, I would imagine. No offense intended whatsoever to Aiden Schlegel and Josh Kennedy, but I imagine that Prosper probably has better tacklers than those 2 young men. They've covered kickoffs well, though, to start this football game.
They have. Nothing against kickers. My best friend's a kicker.
1st and 10 for Allen at their own 26-yard line. Hawkins pump fakes, now does deliver near side, complete in the hands of Cooper Cole, and he's able to dive forward across the 30-yard line.
So like I said right there, taking some plays out of Prosper's playbook right now. Wide receiver screens, getting the ball out quick. Then your guys make miss tackles out there.
Just a little window into how tough it is to be the Allen Eagles. There's a comment on our YouTube feed right now from JD. Says this 2021 Allen team is a massive disappointment. They are 7-1 and 4-0 in district play and ranked 10th in the state, as Hawkins just dogged in the backfield and taken back behind the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd down and 11. But think about how good a season Allen has had compared to what the expectation is for every other team across the state. If you're 7-1, 4-0 in district, and likely to be the number 1 seed out of your district in the playoffs, every other team in the state, for, save for maybe, 6 of them, you're thrilled with that. Allen's one of those 6 where people are like, what is the deal with this Allen team?
Yeah, but at the end of the day, these guys are out here trying their hardest. They know what's on the line.
Yeah. Hawkins looking deep, has a man behind the defense. It's Jordan Tyson in stride. He will not be caught. Allen to the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles.
And just like that, we're back in it.
75 yards on the touchdown hookup from Jordan Tyson. From Mike Hawkins to Jordan Tyson as he beat Hunter Summers in coverage. And the Allen Eagles are right back in the football game.
That was a really good ball right there. Hunter Summers just got a little bit behind, trying to do a little bit of hand fighting, fell off in the route.
Extra point forthcoming from the Allen Eagles. Caden Williams to kick it out of the hold of Carter Koaluka.
Got to make our guy in the comments a little bit happier, though.
I mean, listen, I understand his frustration. I mean, you're not used to, if you're an Allen fan, you're not used to being down 14-0. That does not happen very often. They cut it in half here as the extra point is good. 75 yards from Mike Hawkins to Jordan Tyson. And Allen, for the first time tonight, really has some life. It's been a tough start to the evening, but that is a beauty.
And all it takes is one play. Get everybody going. Hopefully they can carry some of that momentum to the defensive side of the ball as well.
Jordan Tyson on the year now with 7 receiving touchdowns, the Colorado commit. I mean, he's basically the entire offense in terms of their passing game. Jalen Jenkins is exceptional on the ground, 1,100 rushing yards coming into tonight, and he's already creeping up on 100 this evening. But you look at the passing stats for the Allen Eagles this season. Jordan Tyson came in tonight with 52 receptions. Mike Hawkins on the year has 93 completions. Well over half of Hawkins' completions have been to Jordan Tyson. Stephen Gorski with 6 catches, Cooper Cole with 7 catches, Jacob Brazier with 7 catches. Just a smattering of receptions kind of spread around other than Jordan Tyson.
So, yeah, if I'm Prosper's defense, I'm rolling coverage over him.
Oh, that's absolutely what happens all the time. That ball's dangerous, and Prosper's able to jump on top of it. Allen tried to fool him with a popped-up kick, and they very nearly executed it.
Yeah, you can't let that ball hit the ground right there. Somebody's got to come up to get that sooner.
Marcellus Toombs was the one who had the best chance at it. Nick Prey there as well. Prosper fortunate to jump on top of the football. That could have been Allen Eagle ball deep in Prosper territory with just one slightly different bounce of the football.
It's a big possession right here. Allen's defense gets off the field, which adds a lot more momentum to what their offense just did.
Prosper had the football to start tonight, so it will be Allen ball to begin the second half. Slung near side, but nowhere to go for Houston Hawkins. Well defended by this Allen defense.
That was a good job right there, fighting through 2 blocks.
Malachi Thornton makes the play on the edge, and a loss of a yard.
Prosper had numbers there too. It was 3-on-2. He was able to make a really good play out there on the edge.
Second down and 11. Texas high school football on the WFAA YouTube channel. Ball over the middle, just a bit too far in front of Houston Hawkins. If that was on target, he had a lot of running room.
Harrison Rosar just rushed that one a little bit too high.
He may have taken a hit there, of course, from Michael Momo. But, man, with the head of steam that he had, if he's able to catch that ball in stride, he had some room.
It's a really big third down right now.
Prosper's offense has been very good all night, but this is a key spot for them. Motion man across the formation. Rosar, play action, stepping up. He's going to try and run for it. He's got a long way to go. Cuts upfield, lost the football. Ball's out, and Allen's on top of it. Eagle football. Sign Shuval with the recovery. And just 3 plays after a 75-yard touchdown hookup to cut the lead in half, Allen makes a play on defense.
Yep. Now the momentum slowly going back to Allen's side. Holding that ball really loose right now. There's a big hit by Malachi Thornton. He's been all over the field tonight as well.
Allen's first-year head coach, Chad Morris, told me earlier, he said, Malachi Thornton is a physical football player. He brought the lumber right there, popped the football out on Harrison Rosar. Signed Shuval with the recovery, and it's 1st and 10 for Allen at the 33. Motion man is Tyson. They'll swing it back to him. He's looking to throw. End zone. Has a man back there. Caught. Touchdown, Allen. Cooper Cole on the receiving end.
Incomplete.
Did he drop it?
He did drop it, but I guess.
Allen thinks that he caught it. The officials think he caught it.
Let's see.
They're saying touchdown.
Oh, yeah, it's touchdown. That's touchdown.
It did come out at the end of the play, but that is ruled a touchdown.
If we would have got there half a second sooner, it would have been
Carson
good.
McClendon thought the same thing you did, that ball came out.
Close.
Another look at it here.
Yep, he's in.
Ruled on the field a touchdown.
So close.
And Allen, in a 5-play sequence, has tied the football game.
One effort is good. And Allen ties it up 14-14.
Got a football game now, Mike.
Yes, we do. Jordan Tyson with the delivery on a trick play from the Allen Eagles. Cooper Cole on the receiving end, 33 yards for the touchdown. And with 5:49 to play, the Allen Eagles deliver a bit of a gut punch.
Yeah, a quick one, too. Quick 1-2 punch. 75-yard touchdown, fumble recovery, trick play to score.
What a response from the Allen Eagles. That's why you're the number 10 team in the country right there, because you have that kind of big play potential. They have got high-end athletes all over the football field. Jordan Tyson certainly in that category, and he was involved in each of these touchdowns, caught one, threw the other.
If I'm Allen, I'm doing that. Okay, yeah, Prosper just moved up a little bit. If I was Allen, I'm doing the same exact kick.
Caden Williams set to kick it away. Prosper has up backs on the 27 and 25-yard line. And it is again popped up in the air. Carson McClendon coming forward to make the catch, and he does. He signaled fair catch. Nobody stopped the play. Not to mention the fact that he almost had his own teammate take him off the football.
Yeah, they need to get that adjusted really soon. If you're in the front, if the ball's kicked over your head, you don't back up. That's the number one rule.
Brandon Schmidt is hoping real hard that there will not be any more Allen kickoffs in this first half, because they need to get that straightened out during halftime.
That's the first thing I go over if I'm going into the locker room. If and when they score.
So 1st and 10 for Prosper at their own 32 as they take it back over, but now in a tie football game. Bailey in motion. Play action to him. Pressure over the middle. Tipped and nearly intercepted.
There's some miscommunication going on right now in this Prosper backfield.
Jeremiah Dillard had a chance at this one. That hung around his knees for a moment there, but he wasn't quite able to haul it in.
This Prosper offense has been off this second quarter.
2nd and 10 here for Rosar. Play action, he's going to keep it himself and nowhere to go, and it's DJ Hicks.
And now this Allen defense is fired up right now, just flying around to the ball. Making it hard for Prosper to do anything.
Comment from CJ in the YouTube feed says, I walked away for 10 seconds, came back, it's already tied. Yeah, it happened fast.
Yeah,
A 5-play sequence.
Probably took about 10 seconds too.
It didn't take much more. Less than a minute of game time, 56 seconds worth of game time. 3rd and 10, Rosar stepping up, trying to get to the edge, and throws it away. And a 3 and out for the Prosper offense.
He was able to set his feet. He had a guy open at the top of the screen. I think that was Hunter Summers. Credit to Allen's defense.
Prosper opened this football game up on fire. Down the field in 21 seconds, a long hook up to Tyler Bailey on a very creative play to start the football game. A 22-yard touchdown pass to Hunter Summers. Flags here, or at least whistles at the snap. Timeout Allen.
Looks like we got the referee microphone situation cleared up, hopefully.
4:47 to play in this one. So Prosper, again, started off this game absolutely on fire. Rosar to Summers, 22-yard touchdown pass, and 21 seconds into this football game, it was 7-0 Prosper on senior night, and they were alive in that moment. They kept it going, too. Defense made some plays. Early second quarter, they find the end zone once again. Malik Daly with a 12-yard touchdown run. And with 8:16 left in the second quarter, it was 14-0 Prosper. But now Allen has answered back in a hurry. Mike Hawkins to Jordan Tyson on what looked like Allen was in trouble in that moment before the snap. They were about to punt the football away again. It looked like that was very much on the table, facing 3rd and 11. Instead, Hawkins finds Tyson up top for a 75-yard touchdown pass, and it was 14-7. 3 plays later, the fumble. The very next play, they go for the jugular on the trick play. Tyson to Cole for 33 yards and a touchdown. And it's 14-14. Now Allen with another stop. Tyson fields the punt and falls down. And back comes the Allen offense with the first time today with an opportunity to look for the lead.
Yeah. And going after that first quarter, if you would have said, hey, Allen has a chance to take the lead, in the middle of the second quarter, going into halftime, I would have probably thought you were crazy. But this Allen team's really fought back.
Over 1,000 of you with us right now on the WFAA YouTube channel. Again, please let us know in the comments feed where you're watching from tonight, who you're tuning in to see tonight. If you've got a favorite player on one of these two teams, perhaps a son or a grandson, a nephew, whatever the case may be. Jalen Jenkins breaks a tackle across the 35. Jalen Jenkins runs hard, man, just 5'7", but just pinballs off tacklers.
Yeah, he got his legs cut out and still kept moving.
Side.
I mean, how do you do that? Look at this again. He had a guy come through right here, breaks that tackle, and keeps running.
This one right here, boom, bounces up immediately. Guy's got a motor.
1st and 10 for Allen at the 43. Hawkins going to keep himself on this one. Shakes a tackle. Now taken down at the 45, bent awkwardly as he went down there.
It's dangerous to cut back across the field like that. Good physical runner, though.
Second down.
Gain of 2 on the play, 2nd and 8. Over 1,200 of you with us right now in a tie football game with 4 minutes left in the second quarter. The Allen Eagles and the Prosper Eagles on senior night here at Children's Health Stadium. Motion man is Jenkins. He'll take the little pitch here and strung out nicely. Breaks one tackle, but there's more defenders waiting for him. Dylan Hinshaw finishing it off.
If Allen would have gave that ball to Devin Turner right here, I feel like he had a lot of room to run.
And number 8, Dylan Hinshaw.
Brent B in the comments says Prosper alum watching from Lubbock. JCon FWD says 78 is my baby. I'm not sure if they mean for Allen or Prosper, but there actually is no 78 for Prosper, so that makes it real easy. AJ Lopez from Allen. 3rd down and 11. Hawkins rolling near side, looking downfield, has all day in the pocket, fires complete, 1st down. Across the 45-yard line in the arms of Jordan Roberson, and they move the sticks.
It's a good job right there by Mike Hawkins. Rolling out, still looking. Able to find his guy.
Apparently Mike Hawkins is at his best on 3rd and more than 10. He's been very good tonight in those circumstances. That is a nice play from the Prosper defense as they get to Devin Turner in the backfield. Justin Endicott there, as was Davis Perkins. And it's 2nd and long.
This is shaping up to be a good game right now. Even though Allen wants to run the ball, Prosper's not letting him, so Allen's going to have to find a way to win this game through the passing it tonight.
2nd down and a dozen. Hawkins looking deep up the middle, has a man behind the defense. It's Tyson again, wide open in the middle of the football field. 1st and 10, Allen inside the 15.
There's some miscommunication on that Prosper defense. There was nobody in the middle of the field the entire time.
Allen had trips to the right and flooded that area of the field, and some confusion in that Prosper secondary leaves the best wide receiver for the Allen Eagles wide open in the middle. 1st and 10 at the 13 for Hawkins, as Allen looking for their first lead of the football game here. Hawkins barking out changes to the offensive line. Under 2, second quarter. Quick pitch right side, Jenkins. Hit hard and taken down, maybe a gain of a yard. Jonah McClendon on the tackle.
Jonah McClendon. Second down.
I feel like he played that really well patiently and didn't allow Jalen Jenkins to shake him.
Yeah, he did. He played it patient and then followed your cues. When you go for that inside hip, and hope for the best.
Comment from Jimmy Smith on the YouTube feed says, I'm here for Mike Leslie. Sir, lying is not allowed in the YouTube comment feed. 2nd down and 9 for Allen. And a timeout here prior to the snap called by Prosper. That's their 2nd of the half. I appreciate the sentiment, Jimmy Smith. Some other comments here. Tom and Sharon Bryan and Allen watching the Eagles. Jackson King asking who's getting the second half kickoff. It will be Allen Ball to start the second half. And that, Julius, makes this sequence so much more important because Allen's looking to double up here.
Yeah, it does. That's the risk you take getting the ball first, but it's a good game regardless.
A commenter in the feed named Plastic Jesus, it's an interesting YouTube handle, says that there's wants to send out a "Let's Go Brandon." I'm not sure which Brandon, but Jackson King says great football IQ there from Jordan Tyson, jumping to make that catch in the middle of the field on the big hookup just a couple plays ago, rather than continuing to run and make the catch on the ground. Basically, he said then maybe defenders might have been able to get there to make the play. I'm curious your thoughts on that. What's the best?
I think the best thing to do is go back to the huddle and tell your quarterback to put it out there for me.
That would help too. He was open enough that could have been 6. Out of the timeout, 97 seconds left here in this opening half. Allen's got trips to the left-hand side. Tyson, Brazier over there. Hawkins looking that way, but he's taken down. The pressure gets to him. It's Dylan Hinshaw with the sack.
In the backfield, takes Mark Hawkins down.
A lot of stuff going on right there at the Prosper D-line. You hear the crowd chanting, "Let's go Dylan" right now.
So it's 3rd down and 16.
It's a huge sack.
In this direction, you are going into the wind, but Allen's certainly in field goal range for Caden Williams. He said he's good to about 42, 45 on this side of the field. Timeout again called by Prosper. 54 seconds left in the half. That's their final timeout. Beg your pardon, that's their second timeout of the half.
Prosper coaching staff must have saw something they didn't like. Might as well use your timeouts right now. Get the perfect defensive call in there.
So if you're Brandon Schmidt, the Prosper head coach, trying to recapture that fire from the early goings of this football game where they jumped out to the 14-0 lead in the opening 16 minutes or so of this football game, how do you get that back? How do you recapture that after Allen has been able to go on this run and tie the football game back up?
You get a stop right here, hold them to a field goal. That's the best you can do right now.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can get a turnover, but you have to stop them right here.
Yeah.
Because if Allen can continue this drive, run some more clock out, get a touchdown maybe, then they have all the momentum going into the second half. Like you said earlier, they get the ball coming out.
You can't let a team convert on 3rd and 16.
No, you can't. And luckily, they can't run by you down here. So you don't have the threat of a 75-yard touchdown.
Right.
All right, one more time. It's third.
Less square footage to cover here for the Prosper Eagles defense as they try and get a stop here on 3rd and 16. Hawkins out of the timeout with Tyson to his left. Gorski at the bottom of the formation. Motion man across the formation is Jordan Tyson. Spins out, looking for Jenkins to try to set up the screen. Jenkins will get down to the 11-yard line, but no further. Well played by the Prosper defense to not allow him to get ahead of steam, and it's 4th down. Another look at it here, and I believe that it was Jonah McClendon that was really patient here. I'm sorry, it was McClendon who came back and made the tackle. It was Caleb Miles that really kind of just waited and didn't allow the Allen offensive line to get up on him and make the block. Is Allen going to try and go for it here, though, on 4th and 8?
I think they're just going to run the clock down right now.
Yeah, it looks like that's probably as Jordan Tyson showing off the dance moves on the far sideline as they wait for the play clock to expire. And Chad Morris will call timeout here with 4 seconds to play in the opening half. 14-14, and they'll bring on Caden Williams. And they look to give the Allen Eagles their first lead of the football game.
If you're Prosper, congratulate your defense right now. Allen really came out firing this entire quarter. Being able to get a stop right before halftime, that's all you can ask for your defense for.
Allen scored 2 touchdowns in a 56-second span. Mike Hawkins to Jordan Tyson, a 75-yard hookup on 3rd and 11 to finally get on the board tonight and cut that 14-0 Prosper lead in half. And then on the 3rd play of the ensuing Prosper series, Harrison Rosar scrambled, was stripped. Allen jumped on top of it, and on the very first play of the Allen series, they go trick play. Jordan Tyson took the pitch, rolled to the right, and threw to the end zone for Cooper Cole, a 33-yard touchdown pass, and that tied the football game. Now here, after an Allen stop, they drove the length of the field, and a field goal attempt from Caden Williams from the right hash from 28 is good.
There goes the football.
Allen Eagles with a 17-14 lead at halftime here at Children's Health Stadium. An impressive first half, Julius Lewis, really from both teams.
Yeah. The first quarter obviously belonged to Prosper. Second quarter obviously belonged to Allen. But we got a really good in the second half.
17-14 our score at the break. So if you're Prosper head coach Brandon Schmidt, as great as they started off, as much energy as they had on senior night here at Children's Health Stadium, to come out guns blazing and jump out to that 14-0 lead, how do you now find that again coming out of the second to start the second half? It's Allen football to start the half. Difficult position for them now, down 17-14. How do you recapture that?
Yeah, so starting with their defense, they really only gave up 2 big plays. The 75-yard touchdown, and when Allen scored on that trick play.
Yeah.
Their offense just needs to protect the ball, continue to do what they did in the first quarter, and build on everything.
As we take you down to field level and show you the scene here at Children's Health Stadium, it is a very lively atmosphere here in Prosper. Certainly the home crowd hoping to see a win on senior night as Allen makes their way out of the tunnel here for the second half. How much can that mean? You played high school football here in Texas at Mansfield. You know what it is to play on a senior night and the emotion that comes along with that. How can you utilize that? I mean, we saw Prosper do it there in the opening couple minutes.
But funny story, I didn't actually get to play my senior night.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But,
what happened?
Injury.
Oh, okay.
Second play of the game. Crazy.
Oh.
Yeah, but yeah, Prosper's got to continue what they're doing. Try to find some energy on the sidelines with the fans. Try to find it somewhere. Try to gain them a middle back somewhere. If they get a stop coming out of half, that will really help them out in the long run. But Allen's just got to keep playing how they played in the second quarter if they want to come out with a win tonight.
Take a peek at the first half stats. Allen with the edge in total yards, 230 to 180. Prosper had more first downs, though, 11-7. 172 yards through the air for the Allen Eagles, $135 for Prosper. And on the ground, Allen with a 58-45 edge in yardage. 3 penalties in that first half, a very clean first half. 3 total penalties, all 3, in fact, called against the Allen Eagles, for a total of 25 yards. 3 total turnovers in that first half, 2 for Allen, 1 for Prosper. Prosper's, in fact, 2 different turnovers led to points. The Allen interception led to the Malik Daly touchdown run, and then the fumble by Harrison Rosar led to that Jordan Tyson to Cooper Cole trick play touchdown pass for 33 yards that tied the football game up at 14 points apiece. And it's now 17-14 in favor of Allen, as we are set to get underway with the second half here on Friday Night Football. Prosper won the toss and had the football to start the game, so it is Allen ball to start the second half. And the always dangerous 2 and 4 in the Allen white jerseys. Jordan Tyson wearing number 4, Jalen Jenkins wearing number 2, deep to return for the Allen Eagles.
Still coming out with that 2-kicker look.
You can't help but wonder if at some point they try and utilize that and throw a surprise onside at the Allen Eagles. They'll kick it deep this time. Popped up kick that's going to land at the 24-yard line. Difficult field for Jalen Jenkins, but he's got it on the run, and now he's got some running room. Up the near sideline, cross the 35, toe taps his way out of bounds at the 40, and a good return from Jalen Jenkins after a dicey reception.
Yeah, I don't know if the return was meant to go that way, but he took the bounce. He set up his blocks very well.
First and 10 for the Allen Eagles at the 40-yard line, and back comes Mike Hawkins, the sophomore quarterback. In the first half for Hawkins, 7 for 8 for 139 yards and a touchdown. Not a bad opening half for the sophomore.
Not bad at all. And I'm interested to see if Allen, I know Allen wants to run the ball, but I'm interested to see if they'll stick with the pass game.
Quick pitch near side for Devin Turner, strung out nicely and thrown back.
by Carson McClendon.
I know Mike Hawkins is only a sophomore, but he's a really efficient thrower.
67% completion coming into tonight, and 7 for 8 in that first half. The only incompletion did not hit the ground. It was intercepted. He's got another completion here, and Jordan Tyson's got running room again. Cuts back inside the 20, and finally spun out of bounds at the 18-yard line. Finally corralled by Steven Richardson, but another big gainer in the passing game for the Allen Eagles.
There's a little RPO action right there. The fake. Oh, was a flag on the play? Oh, man.
And a flag's going to bring it all back. Allen had a beautiful play lined up, got him down into the red zone, and it all comes back.
And now we're downfield. Offense, number 78. 5-yard penalty. Repeat, second down.
An ineligible man downfield. How easy is that for that to happen on an RPO?
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. That RPO, the linemen don't know if it's a run or a pass, so their assignment is to initially just run, block like they're running the ball. It's the quarterback's job to get it out quick.
2nd and 14 rather, instead of 1st and 10 in the red zone. Quick pass on the far side for Devin Turner. Turner got a couple blocks across midfield into Prosper territory and down to the 47. That's enough for a first down.
And this is what Prosper did that first quarter. They were able to get the ball out quick, give it to their playmakers, and let them do what they do in space.
Again, Devin Turner last week had a monster day against McKinney. 25 carries, 211 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Motion man is Brazier.
Allen might take a shot here.
Play action. Hawkins looking deep up the middle of the field for Tyson once again in single coverage, knocked away. Tyler Bailey made the play.
This is a good job right there. Tyler Bailey not panicking. A lot of DBs panic when the ball's in the air like that. Yeah, I had a feeling Allen was going to take a shot. Prosper's in man coverage, and they had no safety in the middle of the field.
They trust their corners. Caleb Miles on one side, Hunter Summers on the other. Tyler Bailey works in. He and Summers basically shift on and off with one another, and they put Miles on the opposite side. 2nd down and 10 now. Jenkins switches from left to right. Brazier across the formation for Allen, and now whistles before the snap and a timeout called by Chad Morris.
They're first on the second half.
Chad Morris, hired to replace Terry Gamble back in April, spent 5 years as the head coach here in Allen, did Gamble, leading the team to a state championship in 2017, and then retired this past offseason after a 65-4 stint with the Eagles. Morris, who was most recently the head coach at Arkansas after a stint at SMU, was hired on March 31st and had to hit the ground running. He was the offensive coordinator at Auburn last year, but his last head coaching position was at Arkansas. In the high school ranks, he's had a very distinct coaching career. 4 years at UStacy, won a district title there, won 2 district titles at a district title at Elysian Fields, 2 district titles, a state title at Bay City, 5 years at Stephenville, won 2 district titles there, and then back-to-back 16-0 state championship seasons at Lake Travis in 08 and 09 before he went to the college ranks. Now he returns to the high school game at what may be, you can make an argument that the Allen Eagles head coaching job is the best high school football head coaching job in all of America.
Oh, yeah. It's one of the premier jobs out here. Definitely one of the top jobs in Texas, for sure.
Chad Morris in his first year, 7-1, and looking for a district championship tonight. With a win, they would clinch. Throw near side, complete to Cole. Oh, he dropped it. In and out of his hands, and incomplete, and it's 3rd and long.
I feel like they might come back to that. Jalen Jenkins snuck out of the backfield and nobody was near him.
It's 3rd down.
Instead, 3rd down and 10.
If I'm Allen here, I'm going to go back to the screenplay they've been running every 3rd down.
They've got Jenkins in there right now at running back. tight bunch to the left-hand side. Brazier, Tyson, and Cole. Top of the formation is Gorski. Hawkins flushed, rolling near side, pressure in his face. Has to throw it out of bounds, incomplete. He just threw that one away, and it's 4th down, and Allen will have to punt.
It was a good job by that Prosper D-line right there.
Had pressure in his face immediately as Aiden Cumbus came screaming off the edge. Ethan Higgins there to apply some pressure as well. And you said it coming out of the halftime. It was very important for Prosper to get a stop on this first series. Beautiful punt, but just too much off the foot of Caden Carter Koaluka. And it'll be a touchback. So out comes the Prosper Eagles offense. They came out on fire in this football game. Harrison Rosar ran a little RPO, hit Tyler Bailey, who went screaming up the near sideline, and they were into Allen territory in a blink. 2 plays later, Rosar up top for Hunter Summers, and it was a touchdown 21 seconds into this football game. It was 7-0 Prosper here on senior night. They'd add to it Daly with a 12-yard touchdown run 4 minutes into the second quarter, and they led this game 14-0 against the number 10 team in the state, the Allen Eagles. Allen has come back to take the lead now 17-14. Hawkins to Jordan Tyson, a 75-yard touchdown run. Tyson on a trick play hit Cooper Cole to tie the football game, and a field goal right before the end of the half to make it 17-14. Now here comes Rosar throwing it away on the first play of the possession. But this Prosper offense needs to kind of find that mojo they had in the early going.
Yeah. This Allen D line is starting to pick it up a little bit. This end of the second quarter, and right there, DJ Hicks almost got a quarterback pressure right there. So it's going to make it hard for this Prosper offense to get going.
Well over 1,400 of you with us right now on the WFA YouTube channel. We do appreciate you being with us tonight. Again, let us know where you're watching from tonight, who you're tuning in to see, and please share this feed around with your friends and family in the Prosper and Allen communities, the Texas high school football community at large, and let them know we got a good football game going on here early third quarter, a 3-point game between Allen and Prosper. A year ago in this matchup, a 35-31 Allen win that came right down to the wire. Prosper scored with 56 seconds left. Took the lead 31-28. Allen went right down the field, Julius, 75 yards in 50 seconds to win the football game.
And who was the quarterback? General Booty, right? He's at
General Booty.
He's at LSU still?
I think General Booty ended up going JUCO, but he's got some schools looking at him for sure. 3rd down and 5. Over the middle, bobbled and dropped. Braden Reimer had a chance at it there. It would have been close as to whether or not he got the first down.
I think it was his uncle that was at LSU. He was like an LSU legend or something.
That's
like
right.
That.
Yes. John David Booty. There are a couple Booties that have made their way through the ranks.
That was a good stop right there for Allen's defense, though. Not what you wanted if you're Prosper, though.
Kennedy on the punt.
Prosper punts it away. Tyson deep to receive. Fair catch called for and made at the 41. And back comes the Allen offense. John David Booty was at USC. That was about 10, 12 years ago. 18 years ago now. 03 to 05, he was 03 to 07. He was at USC. Jalen Jenkins with a head of steam to midfield. He is so quick.
Yeah, he's electric. Very explosive through the hole.
Every time Jalen Jenkins gets the football in his hands, it's a threat to go to the house. He did it on the very first play of the game against Denton Geyer earlier this year. He did it a whole bunch last year against Denton Geyer. We had that game here on the WFA YouTube channel on Friday Night Football. Allen ran all over Denton Geyer last year in a blowout. Tonight, in a tight one with Prosper, As we're a few minutes into this third quarter now. Hawkins on 2nd down and 3, looking far side, just a bit too tall as Prosper was trying to pick that one off.
Yeah,
Jonah McClendon was over there.
Yeah, Graydon Splawn came in with the blitz.
Graydon Splawn again, man. He has been all over the place tonight.
Yeah, was able to impact that throw that could have led to 6 for Allen right there. He had a guy open.
Graydon Splawn starting tonight for the first time this year. Earned his way into the starting lineup and has shown why throughout this game tonight. He has shown up in a big way in a couple of different spots. 3rd down and 3 for Allen. H back to the near side. They're going to roll this way. Hawkins looking, fires. Nice job to settle down in the zone and find an open spot for the first down. Jordan Roberson on the receiving end, and Allen moves the sticks.
Yeah, like you said, that was a great job. He was initially covered. He was able to backtrack. His defender lost sight of him just for a little bit, but that's all it takes.
He was well covered. Dylan Hinshaw was right with him, and he just was able to lose him for a half a second. And Hawkins, the sophomore, did a nice job to find him. 1st and 10, Hawkins going to keep it himself. Evades the run fit and steps out of bounds after a gain of 4. Carson McClendon comes screaming forward here into the hole, and Hawkins sees him and is able to get the edge.
I think the referees missed a holding right there. They're going Wildcat right here.
Jalen Jenkins, Wildcat quarterback, on 2nd down and 6 here at the 40. Prosper's coaching staff hollering. Another trick play. Hawkins looking to throw into double coverage. Nearly intercepted, but it falls harmlessly incomplete. Tyler Bailey had a chance at that one.
Yeah, the Prosper coaching staff was all over that. Before the play, they were pointing, get deep, get deep.
I'm honestly surprised Tyler Bailey didn't pick it off. Frankly, credit to Jacob Brazier for kind of becoming the DB there and knocking it away.
Yeah, I think that like a little bit of contact right before the ball got there kind of threw him off a little bit.
Yeah.
That's a good job by the Prosper coaching staff, though, alerting their guys that something tricky was about to come up.
So 3rd down and 6. Allen's gone trick play a couple times tonight. It worked once for a touchdown. Goes begging there. 3rd and 6. Jenkins motions out into a quad set on the far side. Incomplete, too tall. Brazier the intended target, and it's 4th down.
Yeah, he had 3 guys open on that play. Kind of rushed it a little bit. See if Allen goes for it right here. I would think they would.
That brings up 4th down.
It looks like they're going to punt the football away. With a 3-point lead, this is beyond field goal range for Caden Williams. Although it's going to be Williams to punt it here. Usually it's Carter Koaluka that punts the football.
Caden Williams on the punt.
I'm Prosper. I'm in my punt safe look right now.
High snap. Williams straight up in the air. Big Allen bounce, though. Down to the 16-yard line, falls dead right at the 15. Allen, the beneficiaries of a big bounce there because that punt was a skyscraper.
Got a little stalemate going on right now.
Both offenses trying to find a groove here in the second half.
I feel like whoever makes the first mistake, that's who's going to come out with the win tonight.
First and 10 for Prosper. Motion man is Reimer. Play action, throw near side, complete in the hands of Houston. Hawkins steps out of bounds at the 28 and a first down.
This is what worked for him that first quarter. The DBs are going to play so far off. Just get a 7-yard hitch. Let your guy take it up the field.
Motion man is Bailey. Handoff Daly up the middle. Pushes the pile for 4.
Blake Daly on the carry up the middle.
One thing I've seen from this Prosper offense is like they're really well-rounded. They're not just sticking to one thing right now. They're going to the run, they're going to the pass, they're using the RPO, using a lot of misdirection. Just trying to keep Allen's defense on their toes.
You just saw a shot a moment ago of the Prosper cheerleaders, and we'd be remiss if we didn't send a shout out to Michaela Noble, the Prosper cheerleader who was seriously injured earlier this year, suffered a spinal cord injury. There were serious concerns about whether she'd ever walk again, as that ball's complete to Hawkins on the near side, breaks another tackle. They say stepped out of bounds at the 47-yard line. It was such a huge relief to see the video that she posted just a couple weeks ago saying that she does again have feeling in her legs. Certainly things going in the right direction for a young woman who suffered a serious injury earlier this year. The Prosper community has rallied around Michaela and her family in such an incredible way. The Texas high school, not just football community, but sports community has rallied around her and her family. It's been really cool to see the support given to Michaela Noble and her family. And again, we hope for nothing but the best for her. As that ball's over the middle, complete in the arms of Tyler Bailey, and he's got a lot of room inside the 15. Tyler Bailey's going to score. Touchdown, Prosper. 53 yards.
Yeah, he's got some wheels on him. He really made a great play attacking that ball. Initially, it looked like it was going to be an interception. Just jumps in front of it, takes it all the way to the house.
Nice job by Rosar to step up in the pocket with a defender bearing down on him. And Bailey off to the races, 53 yards for the touchdown, and Prosper back in front.
Getting a little love from the JROTC crowd over there.
Allen had a chance at blocking that PAT, but it's up and through off the foot of Austin Stiglitz, and it's 21-7 in favor of Prosper. Tyler Bailey, our player to watch tonight for the Prosper Eagles, gives his team the lead back.
It's a really good game, Mike.
We've been kind of begging for one the last couple of weeks. DeSoto and Duncanville had their way with the Cedar Hill program that's just a little, I mean, they played for a state title 10 months ago. They're a fantastic program. This year, just a little bit down, and DeSoto and Duncanville won those two games rather handily. It is nice to not have a blowout tonight. 21-17 the score in favor of Prosper. Leading the number 10 team in the state rankings, the Allen Eagles, midway through this third quarter. It's interesting how this is following a very similar script to last year's game. That game, a 35-31 Allen win. Pulling back up the box score from that game. But it's seesawed back and forth as well. Allen led that game 21-17. Prosper seesawed back in front 24-21 as that kick falls dead at the 22. Nice play on the near sideline. Flag on the play right at the very end. As stepping out of bounds is Corey Mosley. But a very similar script. 17-14. Prosper led that game. Allen jumped in front, 21-17. Prosper answered back, 24-21. Allen answered back late in the fourth. $1:57 left in the fourth to lead that game 28-24.
Holding during the return, 16, Allen, 10 yards, first down.
Just want to make a quick shout out to our director getting that mic situation with the ref cleared up.
Clay Marshall doing work tonight. Give a shout out to our entire crew tonight because it has been a bit of a technical struggle. They've been battling through it, and hopefully y'all at home have had no idea, but credit to Clay Marshall, Dwayne Watkins, Raul Garcia doing a great job keeping things running for us tonight because it's been a little bit of a struggle. Jalen Jenkins right up the gut, and Jalen Jenkins has got some speed inside the 50, inside the 40. It's a foot race up the far sideline. Jalen Jenkins trying to stay in bounds. My goodness, the speed on Jalen Jenkins.
Yeah, both teams are starting to open it up a little bit, showing some speed.
Look at this. He's got guys that are several yards downfield from him, and he's turning people around.
First down, Allen.
First down, Allen at the 19-yard line in a blink.
Yeah, I see why he's over 1,000 rushing yards already this season.
Well over now. and over 100 yards tonight. Takes the handoff once again. Flag on the play.
Wonder if we get a holding.
Carry flags on the play.
Steven Gorski was on top of a player. And we'll hear from John Penn once again. Looks like it's going to be a chop block.
Personal foul, shot block, offense, 15 yards, repeat, first down.
I mean, does that ever take the wind out of your sails?
Oh, yeah, it does. Penalties like that are drive killers, but I feel like the Allen team can get yards at will right now. They just need one player to touch the ball. You know who that is.
They've got Devin Turner in the backfield right now in place of Jenkins after he had carried on that previous play. But the 15-yard penalty sets up 1st and 25 at the 34. Hawkins rolling near side, pressure in his face, evades it, looking downfield and throws it away. I'm impressed with the veteran presence of sophomore quarterback Mike Hawkins.
Yeah, he's very elusive back there. Knows how to avoid contact and get the ball out.
But exactly, the get the ball out part to me is the most impressive part. To evade the defender in the first place, as Carson McClendon, the safety, was screaming in his direction, is impressive in and of itself. But as a sophomore, to not get greedy and try and make the incredible play, just live to fight another down.
Exactly.
That impresses me. Turner with the handoff, breaks a tackle, spins his way for a couple. It'll be 3rd and long.
Devin Turner with the carry. Turner picks up about 3 yards.
Rob B in the comments says he's watching from his couch 1.1 miles from the stadium here in Prosper. Rob, we appreciate you joining us. Third down and 22. Hawkins looking near side over the middle now. Brazier incomplete. In and out of his hands, coming through to lay the hit with Steven Richardson to make sure it was incomplete, and it's 4th down.
Yeah, that was going to be a tough catch over the middle, but it was in a good spot. Hawkins put it right where his guy can get it. Just got to come down with it.
I mean, that's the difference between being able to attempt a field goal or not, because from here it would be a 50-yarder into the wind. That is beyond what Caden Williams told me pregame that he'd be able to hit in that direction because the wind is so strong. He was saying 42-ish, maybe 45, stretching it.
Allen's in a really tough position right now.
Because you got to get to the 9-yard line for a first down. It's 4th and 23.
You're Prosper, just put your guys 10 yards back and rally to the football.
They're going to call timeout here. Either that or perhaps take the 5-yard penalty and have more room to punt it within. They are. They're going to take the 5-yard penalty and give their punter, Carter Koaluka, a little more space. I say Koaluka, but it was Caden Williams last time. It looks like it's going to be Caden Williams once again. I don't know if this is a strategic change or perhaps Koaluka may have suffered an injury that has taken him out of the football game, but it looks like it's going to be Caden Williams to punt the rest of the way for the Allen Eagles.
Did he have that first punt, the one that went out the back of the end zone?
I believe it was Koaluka originally, yes.
They're going with 2 returners right now.
Deep for Prosper, Carson McClendon and Steven Richardson. And it's going to be McClendon to call for the fair catch and make it at the 7-yard line. And back comes the Prosper offense with the lead once again, 21-17, 5:03 third quarter.
Prosper's got a chance to really widen the lead right now.
I mean, think about where Prosper was at halftime. 17 straight points from Allen, the number 10 team in the state, and even beyond that, just the aura of Allen. That's a situation where some teams might, okay, you know, they made their comeback, you know, here we go.
Yeah, we
Prosper
tried.
came right back at him and has taken the lead back.
But if
Bailey able to gain 4.
But if you're Prosper, though, there's one long touchdown like we talked about, and then a short field. And other than that, your defense is held really strong, really tough against this Allen offense. So they know
Second down
they can
and
play.
6.
Sorry, so they know they can play with these guys.
They've proven that tonight for sure. Throw near side. Hawkins makes the catch right at the stick. Sign Shuva laid a hit to him, but it looks like it's going to be just enough for a first down. That was a dangerous throw. That looked like there was potential for Allen to get their hands on it.
Yeah, they're starting to let the DBs play off like they have been all game, but now they're dropping to somebody underneath that to try to get in the window. There they go again.
Hawkins somehow made that catch right in the face of Sign Shuva and picks up 5 on the play. Allen had 2 guys coming after the football in the air on that one. Malachi Thornton coming on a blitz off the edge.
Yeah, they're starting to bring pressure off that boundary, the short side of the field. Trying to get in that passing window. They're just trying anything to disrupt the passing game right now from Prosper.
2nd and 5, have to get to the 27 for a first down. Prosper started this possession on their own 7-yard line. Rosar looking deep, has a man, Hawkins behind the defense, and it was just underthrown that gave Shuva the opportunity to get a hold of it.
So he came with the out and up. Just a little bit underthrown.
Hawkins was a step behind Shuva. If that ball's laid out there, he's still running.
Yeah, just put it out there, let your guy run underneath it.
Now 3rd and 5. Daly right up the gut into the pile. He's going to be short. Across the 25-yard line, about 25 and a half, but he needed the 27, and it's 4th down. Prosper going to keep the offense on the field? Prosper's going to keep the offense on the field. Quickly back to the line of scrimmage. They draw a man offside. They got exactly what they wanted. Free play, deep shot up the near side, and it's complete. Houston Hawkins on the receiving end. That was a nightmare for the Allen Eagles.
Yeah, that was,
and exactly what Prosper wanted.
Yeah, that series was very weird. I don't think Prosper was going to snap the ball initially.
The result of that play is another Prosper Eagle.
They drew Malachi Thornton offside, snapped it the moment he came across the line of scrimmage, got the flag, got the free play, and then a beauty from Harrison Rosar up the sideline to Houston Hawkins, and it's a first down for Prosper in Allen territory with the lead with 3 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter.
You can't have those type of mistakes right there if you're Allen. Essentially just gave a possession right back to Prosper.
Rosar going to keep it himself off the read option. Lunges forward for 4.
Rosar on the quarterback keeper.
This is a Prosper program that was so very close to their first ever win against the Allen Eagles a year ago. 6 seconds to play. Allen hits the fade ball to Bryson Green to win it. You know they wanted this moment, especially on senior night of all nights. They wanted this win real bad, and they've come out and played like it tonight.
Just got to leave it all out there.
Daly on the handoff. Fights his way to the 25. It'll be 3rd and 4.
See, I like what they're doing right now. They're running the ball, running out the clock, gashing Allen for 3 and 4 at a time. You can't write it up any better than that.
Quickly to the line of scrimmage comes Prosper. Allen had to adjust quickly. 3rd down and 4. Daly into the pile and nowhere to go. Brock Winsett was there. DJ Hicks was there. 4th down and 3. This is not within the field goal range of Prosper's Austin Stiglitz. They feel like he's got range to about 35. Now this is with the wind, so perhaps from here it would be about a 41, 42-yard field goal, but they're going to go for it here on 4th and 3. Pistol formation, Rosar with Daly behind him. Bailey in motion. Rosar's going to keep it himself. Into the pile. Stood up initially. Lunges forward. He's short. He's short, and it's Allen football. The 4th down stop. Allen even came out of the pile with the football. And the Eagles with the stop on 4th down, as Rosar couldn't get there, and the ball did come out at the end of the play. Brock Winsett pounced on top of it. He was short of the line to gain anyway, and it's Allen football.
That was a good stop right there by Allen's defense. If I'm Prosper, I'm going to throw that ball. I'm throwing that ball.
That's your bread and butter.
Yeah, your wide receivers will be making
That's
plays
where you're
all game.
at your best.
Yeah, exactly. I know the run game's been working for you tonight, but it hasn't been working with your quarterback. It's working with other players.
So here come the Allen Eagles, down by 4, a minute to play in the 3rd. Handoff, Turner. McClendon there to make the tackle after a gain of 2.
Devin Turner, the ball carrier.
Wonder if Allen's going to come back to that play because they just outflanked Prosper with those 2 motions.
2nd down. And 7.
Hawkins rolling right, stepping forward, pass is caught, 1st down. Jordan Roberson again on the receiving end.
Yeah, that's the same play he threw the pick on earlier. This time Roberson shut it down instead of continuing up the field.
Good enough for Allen. 1st down.
Nice little adjustment they made.
1st and 10 at the 39, clock down under 10 seconds here in the 3rd, maybe the final play of the period. Turner with the handoff. Stood up after maybe a gain of a yard, and that will end the 3rd quarter. We head to the 4th. Prosper with the lead, but Allen with the football. 21-17 after 3 on Friday Night Football.
With the score, your Prosper Eagles.
How in the world? On 4th and less than a yard. The 5, touchdown. What a catch. Nice cut upfield to Pater. What's better than Texas high school football?
Next up, 2 of the best 5A teams in the state square off as Denton Ryan visits Frisco Lone Star. Next Friday at 7 on the WFAA YouTube channel.
Back at Children's Health Stadium in Prosper, 21-17 our score after 3. The 10th ranked team in the state trails by 4, but it is Allen football, 2nd down and 8 to start this final period here on Friday Night Football. The Allen Eagles already came back once and took the lead in this football game, 17-14 at halftime. Empty in the 3rd quarter, trying to start the 4th quarter in style here. Hawkins. Straight drop, checks down, completes for 5. That's Jordan Tyson on the receiving end. Looking forward for these 2 football teams playoff-wise. Allen likely the number 1 seed in 6A D1. Even if they were to lose tonight, they'd need to lose next week as well in order to drop to the number 2 seed, and I think even that probably wouldn't do it. Likely going to play either Coppell or Flower Mound in the 1st round of the playoffs, depending on who wins that game and who takes the 2 seed in 6A D1 out of District 6. But you've got Arlington Martin, Euless Trinity, South Lake Carroll looming later on in the postseason. We'll pull that back up in a moment and talk about Prosper's situation as well. But 3rd and 3, check down once again, incomplete. McClendon comes through to make the play. Tyson is hurt, and very quickly you saw Dylan Hinshaw motioning to the trainers from Allen saying to come out here for Jordan Tyson, who took a big hit there from McClendon over the middle.
Yeah, I think his head got I think his head either banged off the turf or he just, oh.
Yeah, he took a big hit there, kind of almost like in the back of the head here from Carson McClendon. That's a tough play because I know everybody talks about you're trying to, and first of all, let's show this. Very good sign to see him jogging off the field under his own power. Took his helmet off, and certainly will still need some, wow. You certainly hope that Jordan Tyson is okay. That's hard to see.
Carson McClendon is deep.
Jordan Tyson, a senior wide receiver, committed to Colorado, fantastic football player. Fair catch called for and made by McClendon, and Prosper will take over. We'll keep an eye on the situation with Jordan Tyson, as he took a big hit there on third down on the incompletion.
Yeah, it looked like he was grabbing up around his shoulders, neck area, so hopefully he'll be okay.
What I was starting to say, you're trying to take the helmet-to-helmet hits out of the game, and for very good reason, to try and avoid plays like that. I don't think that that's a play where you can incriminate Carson McClendon with the way that Tyson's going to the ground to make that catch. Everybody's elevation is changing in that moment. That's hard to blame on anybody. That's a football play that, unfortunately, sometimes on football plays, players get hurt, but certainly we hope that Jordan Tyson will be okay. That ball's flat dropped by Tyler Bailey. I think he saw all the running room that he had before he squeezed that football.
Yeah, if he caught that, it was going to be a foot race to the end zone.
He had grass and he had the angle on everybody. Instead, 2nd down and 10. $1,600 of you with us right now on the WFA YouTube channel. We do appreciate you guys being with us tonight. 2nd down and 10. Rosar over the middle. What a catch by Hunter Summers.
Complete to number 1, Hunter Summers.
Yeah,
That kid can go get the football.
Yeah, Rosar put that in a really good spot. They had a guy dropping right there in the middle. Didn't lead his guy too far.
Number 22, Michael Momo.
Took a hit and still made the catch. 1st down, Prosper. Something worth taking note of. Only 1 timeout remains for the Allen Eagles. Rosar stepping up, going to run for it. Cuts back. And across the 45-yard line, close to 1st down yardage. It looks like that will indeed be enough for a 1st down.
That was a good job right there by him. Looked like it was a design quarterback run the whole time.
And now if you're Prosper, do you eat up a little bit of time between each snap? Rosar all day in the pocket, looks deep up the right sideline, flag thrown. Looks like it's going to be a hold in the middle of the field. Tyler Bailey was trying to get free. And I think True Wilford got called for the hold here.
Yeah, they went with double moves on that play right there. Houston Watkins had his guy initially, but stopped running because.
Got holding, number 18, defense. 10-yard penalty, automatic, 1st down.
They call it on Malachi Thornton.
Yeah, they went double moved on that play. As a DB, it's hard not to hold on a double move.
1st and 10, Prosper in Allen territory. 10:02 to play, 4th quarter. Prosper with the lead. Bailey in motion. Handoff Daly. Makes a cut in the hole and gets stood up by Malachi Thornton, who was there waiting for him. No gain.
It's the time where Allen's defense really needs to bow up right now. Prosper's offense has been driving really this entire 2nd half.
No gain on the play. 2nd down.
Allen's defense is going to have to dig deep and try to find a stop.
Prosper is a team that thrives on the offensive side of the ball. In most circumstances, they're not a hurry-up offense, but they have no problem getting back to the line of scrimmage and snapping it quick. Now, I can understand taking a couple extra seconds between snaps. Throw near side. That ball is incomplete. Hunter Summers had a chance at it. Looked like he had caught it at first, but take another peek here. And it did come loose at the very end there. And it's third down and 10.
Yeah, I think that throw was rushed because Allen brought a really nice blitz up the middle. So Rosar had pressure in his face.
Big third down here for this Allen defense. They've got Zena Umeozula on the near side. DJ Hicks on the far side of the defensive line trying to get after Harrison Rosar here on 3rd and 10. Rosar steps up, fires over the middle, complete. Hunter Summers first down inside the 30-yard line.
That was a big strike right there. Able to step up in the pocket and make a big throw.
They had a couple receivers in the area. Not just Hunter Summers, but also Dylan Hinshaw was in the neighborhood.
Yeah, there were 8 guys around that ball just now.
First and 10 for Prosper once again. 8:38 and moving fourth quarter. Handoff coming near side. Big hit. Jordan Bradford, the sophomore. First time we've called his name tonight. He lays the wood. That's a sophomore. Get this about Jordan Bradford. He was on JV all year long. They had an injury. They called up Bradford to the varsity for last week's game against Denton Braswell. Malik Daly was battling a bruise. They call up Bradford. He carries the ball 15 times for 122 yards and a touchdown in his first ever varsity football game. I said to Brandon Schmidt, I said, so he's a varsity football player from now on, right? Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Very much so. And he just laid a hit there carrying the football. Earns another snap for it.
I don't know if you saw this. Yep.
End zone. Hunter Summers adjusts and makes the catch. Touchdown, Prosper, and the Eagles have a 2-score lead on 10th-ranked Allen in the 4th.
So, what I was going to say is, I don't know if you saw this, but Sign Shuva just left the game after that tackle. And I'm guessing the Prosper offensive coordinator saw that as well.
Rosar to Summers up the near sideline for the second time tonight. Touchdown, Prosper, and they lead by 10. A 28-yard touchdown pass this time.
Point after by Stiglitz is up, and it is good. 7:47 remaining in the game.
Yeah, credit to Tyler Moore, though. He's obviously watching what's going on right now. Saw that Allen starting corner left the game with an injury and immediately targeted his replacement.
Prosper was so close to pulling this upset last year. They're 7:47 away from pulling it right now.
You have to know, as the new guy in, fresh off the sideline, offense is going to come after you every time.
.747 to play in the 4th. On senior night at Children's Health Stadium, and the Prosper Eagles came to play tonight. Hunter Summers with his second touchdown reception of the evening, and it's 28-17. Prosper in front. Harrison Rosar now with 3 touchdown passes on the night, and we've got an upset brewing here in Prosper. Fair catch called for and made on the far sideline. And back comes the Allen offense, who now really needs to find something, and quick.
Yeah, it's crunch time for them. Just under 8 minutes left. They have to do something right now.
Prosper has never beaten Allen. They've played 3 times. Allen has won every game. Again, last year's game was a thriller right down to the end. Allen won 35-31 on the touchdown pass with 6 seconds left.
I mean, that's on par for us, though. Melissa beat Argyle for the first time.
That's right. We had that earlier this year here on Friday Night Football. Hawkins over the middle, complete. Roberson first down, dragging his way out to the 43-yard line. A nice play to start the series for the Eagles.
The result of the play is Allen, first down.
Quickly back to the line of scrimmage comes Mike Hawkins, the sophomore. 3 wides to the near side. Play action. Looking deep. He's got Tyson behind the defense. Jordan Tyson wide open. And he will walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Allen. 58 yards on the hookup. And just like that, Allen's back in the football game.
Yeah, there's definitely some miscommunication in the middle of the field right there. Both the high safeties let him run right in between them.
You could see that developing immediately. And for the second time tonight, Hawkins has hit Tyson for a deep ball. A 75-yard touchdown earlier, a 58-yarder here. And Allen considering going for 2 here with the swinging gate out on the football field. That would make it a 3-point game and create a situation where the field goal would tie it. Still 20 seconds on the play clock to figure things out here, but it looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field. Hawkins in shotgun. 5 wide receiver set. Claps for the snap. Hawkins looking to make it a 3-point game. It's knocked down at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, 2 guys open too.
Aiden Cumbus got a piece of it. And the 2-point conversion goes begging. So with 7:17 to play here in the 4th, it is a 5-point game. 28-23. Prosper in the lead. A touchdown still necessary for Allen.
That was a good job right there. He knew he wasn't going to be able to make it with his pass rush. So he just watched the quarterback's eyes and looked where he was throwing. He was able to get a hand up.
Aiden Cumbus, a 2-year starter for these Prosper Eagles. Brandon Schmidt said they count on him to make big plays. And in a big moment right there, he makes one to keep this a 5-point game and force Allen to still need a touchdown here.
Now, if you're Prosper, I don't think you let up the gas here. I don't think you just run the ball. I think you still do what you do and pass the ball, run the ball, and also try to score.
Brandon Moody says they did something quick. That's exactly what they needed, was a quick score, and they've got it. 28-23, but now the onus goes back on this Allen defense. Prosper jumped out to a 14-0 lead. Harrison Rosar to Hunter Summers, a Malik Daly touchdown run. Allen came right back, 17 points in the final 6 minutes and 45 seconds of the second quarter to lead at halftime. Prosper, 2 quick scores once again, mid-third quarter, and then just a few minutes ago to lead 28-17, but 30 seconds after the Rosar to Summers, 28-yard touchdown pass. Hawkins to Tyson on a deep ball again. And it's 28-23. So back comes this Prosper Eagles offense. Rosar and Daly in the pistol in the backfield. 1st and 10 from their own 25. Throw it near side, Summers trying to follow the blocks of Bailey. Pushed out of bounds, well played on the near side by Nicholas Bargains.
Good job getting him out of bounds too, stopping the clock.
Colin Beasley shaking up on the play.
Colin Beasley, the starting left tackle for Prosper, down after the play.
This is backup number 77.
His backup is number 77, Atiborden Safansa Kulrat.
Yeah, I set you up for that one.
We've been doing this 4 years now. That may be the most complicated name that we've had to say here on Friday Night Football. I talked with him before the game, just try and make sure that I was saying his name correctly. I think I've got it right. I hope I do. I know the first name, Atiborden Safansa Kulrat. I think if I'm remembering what he told me before the game, I checked with him pregame, and he is on the field there in the center of your screen, replacing Colin Beasley. We'll keep an eye on Beasley and see if he's able to return here for Prosper tonight in these final 7 minutes. Clock winds after the stoppage for the injury. prior to 2nd down and 7. 5 seconds on the play clock here for Rosar. Handoff, and nowhere to go in the pile there for Jordan Bradford, the sophomore.
If I'm Prosper, I'm attacking the edges with the run and the pass.
Now 3rd down and 7. Allen's starting to feel it on the far sideline. Prosper needs a 1st down here. Rosar, middle, tipped, incomplete, too tall for Hunter Summers, and Prosper will have to punt it away.
Good job by Allen's defense to get a stop after that, after their offense scored.
So just like that, the momentum kind of seesaws back now to the Allen Eagles. The deep ball to Tyson, a 3 and out, engineered by the Allen Eagles defense. Cooper Cole deep to return. Hunt up the far sideline. Takes a big Prosper bounce inside the 40, but still good field position for Mike Hawkins and company as they'll take over 1st and 10 at the 38. And here comes 10th ranked Allen once again. 5:57 to play, 4th quarter. .62 yards from a lead-taking score. They drove 75 yards last year in 50 seconds to win that football game. 35-31. If this game looks anything like that game, we may still have 3 touchdowns still to be scored in this football game. Maybe 4. Hawkins, pressure off the edge, evades it. Looking deep downfield. Into double coverage for Brazier, and it's knocked away.
Thought he had a chance to run right there. Good job eluding the pressure right here.
Just too hard for Jonah McClendon to gear down. And then that ball nearly found its way to Brazier. Richardson and Miles there in coverage, and it's 2nd down and 10. Motion man is Gorski. Jenkins the back. Hawkins looking near side. Has Jenkins complete at the 40. Undercut right there at the 42. Ball came out at the end of the play. Line judge says he was down.
Like he's in pain.
Jalen Jenkins down in a lot of pain. We've already seen Jordan Tyson go down for this Allen offense. He did come back, of course, and made that touchdown reception not too long ago. So that's certainly a good sign. But now Jalen Jenkins, one of the best players for this Allen Eagles football team.
Like
down at the 42.
They're looking at his shoulder. The quick glimpse I got.
Take another look at the play, see if we can get a peek at what happened here to Jalen Jenkins. He did get hit on that right knee and immediately grabbed at that right knee. Always concerning when you see a guy go down with a knee injury. Hopefully it's not something severe here for Jalen Jenkins. But the entire Allen athletic training staff attending to him right now at the 41-yard line. Jalen Jenkins, one of the absolute best running backs in all of North Texas. Came into this football game with over 1,100 rushing yards, 17 rushing touchdowns, and being completely carried off of this football field right now.
It's not a good sign when you can't put any weight on it. Hopefully he'll
that is a seismic blow to the Allen Eagles. That's one of the best players in North Texas right there. It's one of the best players in Texas right there. One of the fastest players in Texas. Here's hoping Jalen Jenkins is back on the football field in short order, but certainly looks like at the very least his night is done. We hope it's not more severe than that, but it's hard to ignore the obvious right now. After that, 3rd down and 6 for Allen. Pressure here on Mike Hawkins. Blitz off the right edge. Allen deals with it. Hawkins steps up in the pocket across the 45, has the corner across the 50 into Prosper territory at the 46-yard line. 1st down, Allen.
Hawkins on the keeper. He moves it out across 50, finally goes out of bounds at the 45-yard line. 1st down, Allen.
Good job right there by him. Didn't see what he liked initially. Instead of sitting back there in the pocket trying to force something, said he'd take it into his own hands, get the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45. Hawkins looking near side, complete to Gorski. Beg your pardon, Brennan Harvey on the receiving end, 38, not 33. Pickup of 5 on the play.
See if Allen takes a shot right here.
Whistles and a timeout called by Prosper. So 4:38 to play here in the 4th quarter on Friday Night Football. The Allen Eagles down 28-23. The number 10 team in the state, Julius Lewis, on the ropes right now. Just saw one of their best football players go off the field with an injury in Jalen Jenkins. The sophomore quarterback, though, Mike Hawkins, trying to make something of this final few moments.
Yeah, he's going to have to take it into his own hands right now, be smart with the football, just get the guys into his playmakers' hands.
We've seen him do that, certainly with Jordan Tyson, and you got to imagine Tyson's a big piece of what they try to do here on this drive.
Yeah, I mean, they do have a good backup, though. He showed last week that he can play the game, and I feel like they'll be fine, but he's definitely a missing piece for them.
When you look at the way that this game played out last year, there were multiple scores in the final couple minutes, 2 scores in the final minute of the football game. So we could still see this thing potentially seesaw back and forth a couple times in the final 4:38 of this game.
Yeah, we could. Both these defenses are playing really well right now. Prosper defense is giving up a lot of big plays in the passing game. That's why Allen scored the last time. But if they can hold up right now, they can come home with a win.
Allen with a chance to win a district championship if they can get the win tonight. Still likely to be the number 1 seed in 6A Division I regardless, but they can wrap it up with a win tonight. Prosper on senior night looking to beat Allen for the first time in program history. Out of the timeout, 2nd and 5, Hawkins. Pressure, and finally wrapped up. He'll lose a yard on the play. It's Mason Davis to finish him off.
It's a good job right there by Prosper's defense right there.
Wraps him up. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 7. Allen with the wind in this final period.
If I'm Allen here, and if I'm Hawkins, you don't have to get it all back right now. You know you're going for it on 4th. Just take the easy.
Yeah, field goal does you no good. Have to go for it on 4th down, and they'll have to go for it on 4th and 7 as that ball goes incomplete in the direction of Tyson.
Hawkins pass incomplete.
They've got to get to the 35-yard line for a 1st down. Allen with just 1 timeout.
One more time, Prosperino fans.
Prosper, if they can get a stop here, could bleed a decent chunk of time off the clock, even without gaining a 1st down. 4th and 7 for for Mike Hawkins. Clean pocket. Now pressure in his face. Flag down in the secondary, and Hawkins going to take off and run for it. Hawkins, right at the 1st down marker, he's got it. The flag at the 26-yard line will have to check as well, but it's in the vicinity of a defensive hold. But Mike Hawkins, the sophomore quarterback, making a play in a clutch spot, scrambles for the 1st down on 4th and 7. John Penn and our officiating crew still sorting things out. It will be a hold against Prosper, so that'll be declined. They'll take the result of the play, and it'll be 1st down, Allen. I would think they would take the result of the play. They gain more yards on the run and gaining 7 or 8 yards than they would on a 5-yard penalty. So you'd think you would take the result of the play 1st and 10 at the 34 rather than. They'll enforce the penalty from the end of the run. Okay, so they're going to mark it off 5 more yards after the pickup from Mike Hawkins. And it will be 1st and 10 for Allen. Wait a second. They just marked off 10 yards. That would be a hold against the offense. A hold against the defense is a 5-yard penalty. That ball should be at the 29, not the 24.
I'm confused when the holding actually occurred.
Either way, they mark it at the 24, 1st and 10 for Allen. 24 yards away from a lead-taking score, a movement before the snap, and it's a false start.
So the previous play, the Prosper defenders were pointing at the
5-yard penalty. Repeat, 1st down.
Prosper defenders were pointing at the Allen offensive line like there was a false start. And then they got him right there, though.
So make it 1st and 15. I guess ball don't lie.
Yeah.
Ball was supposed to be at the 34. It ends up at the 34. Hawkins claps for the snap. Looking far side. Up the sideline for Tyson. Knocked away. Caleb Miles there in coverage.
That's a good play right there. Caleb Miles playing the eyes in the hands of the receiver. Gets his head around, he might get a pick.
2nd down and 15.
Jordan Tyson kipping his way back to his feet, just showing off the athleticism. 2nd down and 15. 3:21 to play in the 4th. Hawkins with 4 wide receivers. Pressure off his right edge. Allen deals with it well. Rolling near side. Has a man sideline complete. There is a flag down in the backfield, and it's going to be a hold against the Allen offensive line.
A little bit of holding, a little bit of acting. He got the call, though.
So back-to-back big penalties on Allen. The 5-yard false start, now a 10-yard holding penalty.
Holding offense, number 75. 10-yard penalty. Repeat, 2nd down.
That's Jackson Newville, the Harvard commit, one of the real vocal leaders of the offensive line for Allen, but gets called for the holding penalty, and all of a sudden it's 2nd down and 25. Have to get to the 15-yard line, inside the 15-yard line for a 1st down. Hawkins, straight drop-off play action. Pressure in his face, slings it near side, incomplete, too strong for Devin Turner, and it's 3rd and long.
It was a good job right there, him getting the ball out. It was a little bit missed off target. He didn't take a sack.
3rd down and 25. You can see the 1st down marker in the far right corner of your screen, just evading it now. Hawkins and company need to get there for the 1st down. Pressure in his face, steps up, but can't get away from Aiden Cumbest, and down he goes.
Man, number 15, Cooper Cole, was wide open with a lot of space.
Aiden Cumbest, the senior on senior night, getting free of the block and getting to Mike Hawkins, and it's 4th down and 26. Timeout Allen.
And if you're Prosper right now, you need to play solid defense right now. Don't let Mike Hawkins escape the pocket. That's how he's gotten out the last 2 4th downs.
Allen is now out of timeouts. If Prosper is able to get the stop, 2 minutes and 50 seconds is more than you could evaporate without gaining a 1st down, but a 1st down would end the football game. I suppose if it was a 1st down on your very first play of the series, it may not. But aside from that, if Prosper can get a 1st down, that would end the football game. But first, they need a stop here.
They might pull a page out of Prosper's book and do the, what'd you call it, or what is the...
little early for pitchy woo-woo.
They could do one right here.
Shout out Scott Van Pelt.
They could do one right here. They could. It's either Hail Mary or Pitchy, pitchy, woo-woo.
Eagle fans, here we go.
1,900 of you with us right now on the WFA YouTube channel. We appreciate you being here. Huge play here for the Allen Eagles. 4th down and 26. Mike Hawkins, the sophomore quarterback, with 2 wides to the left, a tight end right, and Cooper Cole at the bottom of the formation. Straight drop. Clean pocket. Looks deep up the left sideline for Jordan Tyson in double coverage. Incomplete. Just a bit too far. He couldn't make the adjustment on the ball, and it's Prosper football.
Oh, so close. I think he slowed down just a little bit on that route. Oh, fingertips away.
That close to a game-changing touchdown from Jordan Tyson, and you can see the anguish from the senior wide receiver buried in the corner of the cement in the far corner here at Children's Health Stadium. Prosper ball, 1st and 10 at the 40, 2:43 to play.
And the overrated chants are going already.
If Prosper can get a 1st down, that would just about do it here. Allen without timeouts. Hand off to Daly. Maybe a gain of a yard with DJ Hicks on his back. And it's 2nd down. 38 seconds on that play clock. They'll be able to tick it down under 2 minutes before they snap it here on 2nd down.
So close to Allen making that comeback.
They can get it under a minute if my math is correct without gaining a 1st down.
That's all Allen needs.
True. No doubt Brandon Schmidt and company do not want to give the football back to the Allen Eagles. 2nd down and 9. Rosar's going to keep it himself. Lunges forward across the 45 to the 46. It'll be 3rd down and 4.
Down at the 46-yard line.
Timeout. Allen, their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Wait a second. Scoreboard says they had no timeouts. I think that's exactly what Prosper's saying right now.
Interesting.
Clock operator, 1:52 on the game clock. 1:52. Thank you.
That is very interesting. In-house, it said that Allen had 0 timeouts. Now, we are at Prosper. You know, the people that are running the clock, I'm sure, are from Prosper. But it said 0 timeouts remained for Allen for quite a while now. The last time they called timeout, we'd made mention of the fact that it was their final timeout of the half. The officials, though, obviously keep it themselves on the field. And according to John Penn, Allen did have 1 timeout remaining, and they call it there with 1:52 left. So that very much changes the math here in terms of how much time could be on the clock if Allen's able to get a stop here on 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, and if I'm the Prosper coaching staff, I'm going into that drive thinking Allen has no timeout.
Absolutely. That completely changes the entire thought process for Tyler Moore and Brandon Schmidt, the offensive coordinator and head coach for Prosper.
It's like these kids are about to rush the field down here.
They're ready for that moment. If Prosper can get a 1st down here, they'll have a reason to rush the field. Allen trying to make a stop and give their offense one more chance. Rosar in shotgun. Bailey in on the jet sweep coming near side, trying to get the corner. Bailey's got the 1st down. Tyler Bailey with the speed to the edge, and that'll put this one to bed. A $1:47 to play in the 4th, and Prosper can salt it away now.
It's like we bring some luck to the schools that can't really beat the teams that have been beating them for the past 5-6 years.
We had Melissa and Argyle earlier this year. Melissa had never beaten Argyle. That streak was snapped with a 21-0 Melissa win as the Melissa Cardinals stamped themselves as very possibly the best for a Division I football team in the state. Now Prosper, who had never beaten the Allen Eagles, on senior night a couple kneel downs from Harrison Rosar away from one of the biggest wins in this Prosper's program history. They did win a state championship back in 2008. That certainly goes at the very top of the list. But to beat the Allen Eagles, one of the giants of Texas high school football, this is a senior night that these young men will remember the rest of their lives. It's 2nd down and 14. I think the clock operators have taken the rest of the night off. They're still showing 1st and 10 on the in-house scoreboard that feeds our scoreboard. It matters little because one more kneel down will do it. Clock down to 48:25 on the play clock. And the student section on the far side is ready to rush the field. Harrison Rosar, one last kneel down. Malik Daly took the knee with him, and Prosper with the first win over Allen in program history, 28-23 the final.
I wonder who's paying that fine.
This ain't the SEC, man. What a moment for this Prosper program.
Oh, somebody fell.
28-23 the final score. Harrison Rosar with 3 touchdown passes. Malik Daly with a touchdown run. And the Prosper Eagles, with good reason to rush the field, knock off the number 10 team in the state. Look at the excitement from these kids the moment they get through the handshake line with an Allen roster that is as long as anywhere in the state, running to join the celebration. For the Allen Eagles, they dropped to 4-1 in district play. Again, still very likely to be the number 1 seed out of this district in 6A Division I. Prosper likely to go Division II. It will depend on whether it's McKinney-Boyd who makes the playoffs or Denton-Braswell as far as whether they go Division I or Division II in this postseason. They've been Division II the last several years, and they've made some deep runs, 4 rounds deep in each of the last 2 years. And this looks like a team, Julius, that has that kind of potential again.
Yeah, and then if you're going into the playoffs and you have Prosper on your schedule and you see that they beat Allen, you're going to be like, okay, these guys might be legit.
This is a Prosper team that started the year with some tough loss. Certainly the loss to Little Elm, I think now would make a lot of people scratch their heads a little bit. Now, Little Elm's got a heck of a player at quarterback that in John Mateer that can make life a nightmare for a lot of people. But Allen beat Little Elm 71-29. Now Prosper, who lost to Little Elm in overtime, 59-56, makes a statement that was a fluke. This is who this team is. They're now rolling. They've got things moving in the right direction, and they will be a threat in 6A Division II as it looks like they're going to end up in the D2 playoff bracket. Look out for the Prosper Eagles once again.
Yeah. They're a really good football team in all phases of the game.
Try and take a look at the stat line here before we say goodnight here on Friday Night Football after what was a terrific game between Allen and Prosper. Harrison Rosar, 20 of 33 for 335 and 3 touchdowns. Tyler Bailey, 5 receptions, 130 yards in the long touchdown. Hunter Summers, 9 catches, 124 yards and the 2 touchdowns. Houston Hawkins, 6 for 81 to round out the Prosper receiving core. The 3 of them are so very dangerous, Julius, and they're a matchup nightmare.
Yeah, they're a matchup nightmare for any secondary. It's hard to roll a coverage to one guy when you have 2 other guys who are just as electric.
Malik Daly, 13 carries, 37 yards, and the 1 touchdown run that gave Prosper a 14-0 lead there in the second quarter. Jalen Jenkins had a heck of a night, 9 carries for 113 yards. Jordan Tyson a big night as well, 4 receptions for $169 and 2 touchdowns, but it was not enough. The Prosper Eagles with a 28-23 win over the Allen Eagles, the first time they ever beat the Allen Eagles tonight on senior night here at Children's Health Stadium. Join us next week on Friday Night Football as we head to Frisco. 8th-ranked Lone Star hosts the defending 5A Division I state champions, number 1 Denton Ryan, with the district title on the line. For our entire Friday Night Football crew, Director Clay Marshall, photographers Dwayne Watkins and Raul Garcia, we mentioned it earlier, it bears repeating now, did a fantastic job tonight. Our digital coordinators back in house, Nick Blackhall and Alex Cruz. The director, the executive producer of sports coverage on WFAA is Sean Hamilton. For Julius Lewis alongside, I'm Mike Leslie. So long from Prosper, where the final score one more time is 28-23. The Prosper Eagles with a stunner over Allen. All our Friday Night Football broadcasts stream live and are archived in perpetuity on the WFAA YouTube channel. This has been a presentation of WFAA TV.